This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.
The man was in the apartment that he was placed in by authorities for his safety. So if the authorities placed you in this apartment for your safety, wouldn't you think that nobody knew where you live? But somebody did know where you lived. And when he got there, he killed him in front of his wife and his children. Welcome back to the Altgeld Kingpins Youtube Channel, where we talk about confidential informants. If it's your first time bumping into the video, give us a chance and watch the entire video. If you like what you hear, you like what you see, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, consider hitting the bell, copy some of the Altgeld Kingpins merchandise, as you guys can see. But back to the confidential informants. So this story is coming out of my phone. Well, not out of my phone. It's coming from the Chicago Tribune. It's actually from my city. Y'all know that it is Chicago. Shout out to the whole Chicago. So I'm going to read this. And it's about a gang, and it's about them killing informants. So shout out to the families of the informants that was killed. This is nothing to down anybody for being an informant. It's me just informing people that this is what can happen to confidential informants. So it's not right to kill, it's not right to maim, it's not right to do any of that. So I'm sorry for all the family's losses in this situation, but I just want to point this out because this channel is all about confidential informants. So I'm going to give you guys a background on the gang, and then I'm going to go into the killings. Prosecutors allege that the hobos represented a new breed of gang whose members came from once rival gangs. Many of the hobos started out in factions of the Gangster Disciples and Black Disciples street gangs and now demolished Robert Taylor and Ida B. Wells public housing complexes, according to prosecutors. Prosecutors said the hobos were an elite killing team that transcended traditional gang rivalry and welcomed people from rival gangs so long as they demonstrated the necessary willingness for violence and crime. So now I'm gonna read a story. Well, I'm gonna read the same thing. This is from the Chicago Tribune. And they said, prosecutors said Poe, Council, and Bush played key roles as gunmen in the gang's crimes. Poe killed 2 government informants, one in 2006 and another in 2013, which prosecutors wrote in their sentencing memo were fitting bookends for the hobos' racketeering conspiracy. The first killing occurred in January 2006 when prosecutors say Poe and Council gunned down Wilbur Big Shorty Moore, a cooperating witness, after he walked out of a Southside barbershop. In April 2013, Poe cut off an electronic monitoring device and ambushed informant Keith Daniels outside the Dalton apartment where he had been placed by authorities for his safety, according to prosecutors. Dressed in an all-black and wearing a mask, Poe shot Daniels more than a dozen times in front of his fiancée and 2 young children as payback for Daniels' cooperation with the FBI in a drug conspiracy case, authorities said. I want to say that this is a serious story, and at the same time, this man was killed in front of his children and his fiance. So they have to live with those visions of what happened that day. Because this channel is about confidential informants, I want to tread lightly, but I just want to let you guys know that if you've seen how they killed the 2 informants, the first informant was killed in 2006 outside of a barbershop. So you literally just left out of a barbershop, getting lined up, and then they lined you up right outside the barbershop. So it's like, I say this all the time. Informants are not protected. Like, it may seem like they protected, but the feds, the state, the prosecutor, whoever, they really make it seem like they protect it, and they really cannot protect those people. They cannot 100% protect them. What they gonna do, live with them? It doesn't go like that. Now, the second part, I want to show you how serious people is when it comes down to this confidential informant stuff. He had an ankle monitor on. Now let's put ourselves in his shoes. He has an ankle monitor on, and he cuts his ankle monitor off with the thought and knowing he's going to go kill somebody. But this is the kick. The man was in the apartment that he was placed in by authorities for his safety. So if the authorities placed you in this apartment for your safety, wouldn't you think that nobody knew where you lived? But somebody did know where you lived. And when he got there, he killed him in front of his wife and his children. He didn't touch the children. He didn't touch the wife. Because these are old school gang members. Well, back in Chicago, me being from Chicago, understanding the old school rules, no children, no women. They not in this. They don't have nothing to do with this. Just the men. This is a man's game. He know the rules and he know the rules. So you know what comes with the rules and you know the consequences behind when you doing what you're doing when you in the streets. So the family, I'm sorry for you guys lost both families, and I understand that you guys feel and think like it was wrong in the situation. But if anybody in the family is in the streets, you'll understand that that's how the streets go. That's how the rules of the streets go. They say snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. That's what they say. So in this situation, it just shows you that you not really safe when you're an informant. Like the government may tell you that you're safe and they putting you in a safe place, a safe house, or like whatever they want to call the place that they putting you in. But in reality, people know where you live at. If they didn't get the information from them to know where you lived. If they really wanted to make people safe, wouldn't they just put them all in the same place? Well, it's literally this whole town is nothing but informants. And everybody know that everybody in there is an informant. And none of them is going back to where they came from, where they told on everybody or whatever. So that's what this video is. Like, it's just showing you that informants are not safe, and the government cannot guarantee your safety. I showed you guys and told you guys in the other video when they said that in these big cities, the funds were insufficient for them to put them into these type of programs to basically hide them. So now you playing with your life in the streets, and then the government is playing with your life because they don't have enough money to pay you and pay for your safety. So it's all bad. And that's why I talk about this stuff, because those children are growing up without their father. That wife is growing up without her husband. And the other informant, I don't know if he had kids, they didn't say, but let's say he still had a mother, he still had a father, he may have brothers and sisters or whatever. He's growing up and his people and his friends are missing him. So it's like, these are the games that's going on. And these are like, it's so many games going on. The laws is the laws and the streets is the streets. Yet they meet with a little bitty circle in the middle of them. They meet. So it's like they cross paths a little bit. But how can you follow both rules? They say, hey, tell, and we ain't gonna put you in jail. They say tell, and we sending you to hell. So now, which world is you gonna live in? You either gonna not go to jail living in this world for telling, or you gonna go to hell in this world for telling. A lot of people think that they can live in that middle, and it doesn't work like that all the time. A lot of these informants may have a good run and be informant for so long, then eventually it catches up with them. But it's still all bad, because it's like we're killing each other. Me being from Chicago, I can imagine everybody that had something to do with this situation, they was all black. I seen the pole guy, they showed his picture in the article. He was black. And I can imagine the other two guys were black as well, the informants. So it's like, we killing each other. Not only is we killing each other, we willing to put each other in jail too. So we willing to put each other in jail, but then we got other people that's willing to kill to not go to jail. So anyway, it's a lose-lose for us. That's the psychology behind this. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, donate to the channel, cop some of the merchandise for the Altgeld Kingpins store. Donate to the channel if you want to. It's all much appreciated. And like I said, these stories are deep. I'm gonna talk to you guys about another killing of another informant on the next video. See you guys on the next video.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.